Hi everyone, it's Marianne. Welcome to my Wishes Live. So today I am going to show you that my HOYA carnosa is currently infested with this nasty mealybugs. Not a big deal, not a cause to panic, but I thought this will be a good opportunity to show you how I would get rid of this nasty little things. Honestly, I haven't noticed anything wrong with my HOYA Crimson Queen for me to notice that it is already infested with mealybugs. The only reason I noticed it because I wanted to clean the leaves, and as I was like going through every leaf, I saw the mealybugs infestation. But as far as the health of the HOYA Crimson Queen, I haven't seen any manifestations except for it being on the leaves of the HOYA Crimson Queen, which I guess a good thing. So I can just like get them off and catch it and apply some remedy so that they won't come back. So first thing I would do is to isolate the plant from all of my other plants so that this infestation don't spread to my other plants. And next thing I have is to gather my materials that I need to get rid of these mealybugs. First is cotton buds. I have hydrogen peroxide and just some filtered water in my spray bottle. I've added some hydrogen peroxide to this filtered water. I'm just gonna like shake it a little bit so that the solution gets mixed. And what I'm going to do is to spray the cotton buds with some hydrogen peroxide on both sides. So I have this cotton bud here that's already soaked with that hydrogen peroxide solution, and I'm just gonna go at it. And I just have a slightly damp paper towel here, and I'm just gonna put those nasty mealybugs there. I'm just gonna be very careful that it doesn't fall on the soil, and because then it will be harder to get rid of them, because they'll be harder to see. The reason I wetted it with the hydrogen peroxide solution is just easier for the mealy bugs to grab onto the cotton bud. You could use ordinary water if you want to, but I feel like the hydrogen peroxide adds a disinfectant to it, so it could disinfect along the way as I pick out this nasty mealybugs. Just like a close up of it. You can see this nasty little bugger. Look at that. It's kind of like if you have a dog, it's kind of like removing ticks from your dogs. You have to be like really careful because you want to get rid of it, but you don't want it to spread as well. So this is crazy that this has mealybug, because I was inspecting my neem pothos the other day and I saw like one mealybug on it and I didn't think of it. And the neem pothos is like above this HOYA Crimson Queen, and I think my neem pothos got infected with mealybugs from this HOYA Crimson Queen, which is bananas. Okay. So, but I'm not panicking. It's mealybugs. It is a nuisance, but they're quite easy to remove as far as pest pressures goes with houseplants. I think I had a harder time with thrips, but we will see. Ugh, God, I think something fell. That's why I want the cotton buds to be wet so that it's easier to grab, so it's easier to get these mealybugs. And they're very soft, like a tiny pressure on them, they burst. So that's what I said, like I don't want their germs to spread, especially to the soil. And I just want to check if, alright, so I think the infestation was concentrated on that vine or in that area, but I'm gonna check every single one anyways. Honestly, I lost count of how many mealybugs that I got, but I'm glad I caught them before the infestation affected the actual health of the plant. So I'm grateful for that at least. Oh, look at that. Look how nasty that is. It does like to be in between the stems rather than on the leaves. So that is where you should mostly look when searching for mealybugs. Look at that. Look how nasty that is. It's like underneath here, I can see some like the eggs. So I'm just gonna wipe that off. I think I got most of it. I'm not seeing. As much anymore, although there's still some over here. Okay, so I think I got most, if not all of it out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this to the bathroom, wash the leaves, and then spray it all over with this fungicide. Alright, so here's my HOYA carnosa in the bathtub. I sprayed it with the rest of the hydrogen peroxide solution and poured the rest into the soils. It's probably hard to hear from the camera, but like I can hear the soil sizzling a little bit. It's just that it just means the hydrogen peroxide is doing its thing. And what I'm going to do next is I am going to wash the leaves again with just regular water and then spray it with fungicide. I'm just gonna just pour the rest into the soil and just to flush out the hydrogen peroxide. I do want to flush out the soil and whatever it might have in it. So this HOYA will be in isolation tonight, and I'm just gonna make sure it's getting a lot of air ventilation into it. And I'm going to be spraying it with fungicide once I finish draining this out. So now I'm going to spray it down with this fungicide. Hopefully it works. So I'm going to spray it mostly where I found the mealybugs. Not so much on the leaves, but on the actual stems. I hate this because this contains neem oil and it effing stinks. So another reason why I'll be putting this in isolation is Jesus Christ. It smells like rotting garbage, to be honest. Whew. Okay, I think that's enough. I'm gonna leave it there until it dries up a bit. Hi, so it's been a couple weeks since I did a treatment to get rid of mealybugs on my HOYA carnosa Krimson Queen, and it looks like all the mealybugs are gone. So maybe 3 days after I did that treatment, I still saw like 1 or 2 mealybug stranglers, so I took it out with the same method that I used to get rid of the mealybug in the first place, and then I sprayed it again with a fungicide, and I haven't had the need to spray the fungicide again, and for the most part I think all of the mealybugs are gone. So but it's still in isolation just in case there's still some eggs in the plant that haven't hatched yet. So I'm just gonna wait for maybe a couple more weeks, still put it in isolation, and maybe spray it down again with fungicide. Ideally what I should have done is spray it with fungicide every day for 3 days straight, and then take a break for 3 days and do it again if I see any more mealybugs on this HOYA carnosa. But I didn't do that, but so far the process have worked with me doing it when I only see mealybugs return. So far it has worked. I don't see any more stranglers. If I do, I'm probably just gonna repeat the process again until everything is gone. But for me, I'm very satisfied with this process. It's a lot quicker than when I was getting rid of thrips. That took me like weeks to get rid of. So if you're interested in me doing more videos on how to take care of pest pressures, let me know down in the comments. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, I hope you subscribe. I come up with houseplants and sustainable lifestyle videos every week. And do check out these videos up here until my next video. But until then, I see you, I appreciate you, and have a plentiful day. Bye!